to bugger out, you let us know. Hi, everybody. Welcome to bonus content.
Hello.
I'm Alex. Scott, Tony, and Nabishin are here. It's video game season. It was video game season yesterday. It is no longer. It's over.
Video games came out yesterday?
A couple.
Okay.
More important things came out yesterday. Like this new Ninja Sex Party album.
Yeah.
But video games came out. I feel like I should have like prepared something for bonus content, seeing as why like this is gonna be a weird episode, but I didn't, and here we are. And I say that a lot. Nabishin, how's life, man? How are you doing?
Everything's cool on my end. Yeah, everything's cool. My nephew just went to his homecoming. So
Aww.
that was a thing. That was like, wow, you're really like 15 now.
You're old. You looked at your nephew in his face and you're like, you're an old man now.
Not really that. It's like this is one of those like you grow up so fast type of funny moments or something like that. So it's like, oh wow, you should change your diapers and now it's this.
Yeah, and it's more highlighted by the fact that how good did he look going to homecoming though?
Oh, he looks fresh as fuck.
Yes, that's what I like to hear.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious, like, because the last and only time I think I've ever seen your nephew was like when he felt like he was like 7, but I think he was like 12.
It would have been like
4 years
maybe
ago?
like 4 or 5 years ago. So he would have been like 11 or 10.
Yeah. So like it's hard for me because I feel like he hadn't like been through a big growth spurt now. I don't even know what he looks like now. He looks like a different person.
Like he just decided to not necessarily go bald, but like cut off all his hair. He had like one of those high top haircuts, and like he just decided to cut it all off today just for the homecoming. So now he looks like what he used to look like when he was growing up. So it's like, wow, you got a baby face and you got baby hair now, and now you're going to this thing. You're all grown up now. So
I understand this.
Yeah.
Except that I had the long hair part still. That's cool. That's exciting though, getting them to watch him do a bunch of adult stuff, or like teen stuff, I guess.
Yeah,
do you think he curses like a sailor around his friends?
I mean, I'm like he's not like my other nephew William. Like my other nephew William, like he's the one where it's like
he's the rebellious one, right?
Oh, most definitely, yeah. So like seeing him and comparing him to my nephew Vernon is like. Because I was with Vernon like his entire life, more or less, and William from like majority of his life. Because there have been years and months that like I haven't seen him, and then he grows up to be his own man. I don't know what he is anymore. Well, I do, but I don't at the same time. Vernon, I've been with him every step of the way, and like just seeing him is like, like I know him, and like it's like. Because I know he's a good kid. It's like certain stuff like I would know that he would do. Like whenever like the drug situation comes up, like he's not the type that would take it. He would be curious and probably ask his friends about it, but he wouldn't take it himself. Like he went to this homecoming with a girl, and like I was like, oh wow, like so you're interested in girls now. So it was like that's like so out of the loop I am at the same time too. It was like he's 15. I didn't really think about like him and like being into girls, but I know he totally is into girls. Like I remember like when William was here one time, my other nephew, and like we were having conversations, and like I was like flipping through like whatever channels we were looking at or whatever was on my laptop. And he was like, "Ooh man, that girl's fine." And like this was like when he was like 13 or something like that. I was like, "Huh, that's a weird thought to hear you say," but like okay, like Vernon seems so asexual, but like yeah, he's got a good head on his shoulders. Like the only problem is now is that like he's still so much of a kid at 15. Like it's around this time where he should be like or around this time when for me I should say like I was like looking for a part-time job so I could have extra money so I could buy the stuff that I want. And he doesn't really even think about stuff like that. Like he barely does chores as it is. So it's like one of those things. It's like, like being an adult for you is gonna probably be like a little bit weird as far as like what you even want to be. Like I don't even know what he wants to be. He said at one time he wanted to be like a Twitch streamer or something like that. But I was like, no, No. But whatever. I'm, I'm sorry. I'm thinking about a lot of stuff at the same time. So ignore me. Is he even here?
I have no idea.
I think he's dead.
He's not talking.
There
There
it
you
is.
are.
He broke his stuff already.
I don't know what happened. I probably hit something or nudged something that.
Oh, did I like interrupt you like 5 times when I was
No,
just
no,
talking?
no. I just said I come to bonus content for the introspection and that you were fine.
Oh, okay.
That's all.
All right.
Cool. I mean, that's cool. I said, it's, I feel like you learn more about yourself as you watch someone learn something about themselves,
Mm-hmm.
But maybe that's just me being weird. What about you, Scott? How's life, dude?
Pretty bland. We got pretty lucky though.
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about schoolwork. Fucking extra life.
Hell yeah.
Everything's happening before.
We should just have like a segment of Extra Life that's Scott like doing homework in the corner.
No, fuck that.
No.
No. Generally, I have to pull a crunch
Mm-hmm.
before extra life to get work done early. However, everything is due before, which means extra life is that small weekend lull that nothing happens.
That's awesome. It worked out perfectly.
That's the first time it happened.
Yeah, I think so.
Because every other time it was, well, I guess this is going to be some shoddy work.
Mm-hmm. Let me
Well.
let me run it. I'll run an idea by you guys. I've been thinking about for Extra Life. So I've been thinking about like maybe doing a kind of funny live style like itinerary of events to participate in throughout the week.
Okay.
When are you coming in, Abishin? Because you said Wednesday night, but you said that might be Thursday now.
Yeah, it's probably definitely Thursday. Somewhere like Thursday, probably around 5 o'clock. I'll be there.
Okay. So because like the only thing that we had really set out to do was like go see Thor together. And I can't do that without an option, so we'll do that Thursday night. So I was thinking like maybe we can like go out to dinner together on Wednesday. Go to Buffalo Wild Wings, make that a tradition.
That was fun last year, though.
Because yeah, it was fun. Because I think 3 people are coming in on Wednesday.
Aren't like a bunch coming in on Thursday? Like literally all day.
Most of people are coming in on Thursday, I believe.
Okay.
And then only a group of people and 1 person is coming in on Friday. So that'll be fine. And that way, like, there's like people can expect things. So like Wednesday night we do dinner, and like Thursday night we go see Thor, and Friday night
Thursday morning we all fuck.
Well, yeah, I mean we're gonna do that every morning. So, and I don't know, like,
good way to wake up.
Yeah, because Scott, I know you have school, so you won't be able to hang out much during the day. But I don't know what you're up to, Tony.
My weekend starts at 1 on Thursday.
Cool.
So the issue here is part of this everything happening before Extra Life is that Thursday is a test.
Got it. So you got to study.
Yeah.
Okay. But you'll be good for like Thursday.
So us moving Thor to Thursday is really good.
Yeah. Okay. Feel it like
now I can make it.
Yeah.
I was gonna have to cancel on you.
Oh, okay.
But podcast that you said, hey, we're gonna have to move Thor to Thursday. I was going to have to tell you, hey, listen, I'm probably not going to be able to make it.
Okay, cool.
Test on Thursday.
Then it worked out perfectly.
Test night, literally the night before.
Cool. So
depending on when you're eating, I'm probably also not going to make that on Wednesday.
Yeah, that'll probably be like 7 p.m., 7 or 8. It's not going to be too late. But
okay, no. I thought you might have been going a little earlier but nah. All right, if it's at 7, I can do that.
Yeah. So yeah, we can like do that, and then I know input we're gonna try and record I think early on Friday, and then do like a rehearsal thing on Friday, and then Friday night we're going to be very dumb.
How dumb?
Like,
or not. Can we disclose this right now?
So we are going to be dumb. I'm going to try and I will be responsible because I can't drink that much, but I will try and pass that down the line to some other folks so that they are not dead on Saturday. The nice thing is now that we don't have to worry about it in a venue at all, people are just going to basically wake up, roll over, and then we're going to start streaming.
It's going to be great.
So, but like
the first 2 hours of the stream are just hangover recovery.
You're like, I don't know, like there's gonna be like 11 people sleeping here.
I sure hope that's not the case for anyone.
It might be me too, Alex, because I think I live quite a bit farther away from you now.
I was gonna ask Tony if you just want to stay over here for those few days.
Probably.
I figured I've got a plan though about sleeping arrangements because I have the spare bedroom and I also have down here. So I figured Cameron could sleep down here because he snores, right? So that way he doesn't wake anybody else up.
How many people are sleeping at your house?
All of them.
Enough.
Everyone but 3 people. So enough. But does that sound like a good idea? And Sunday night we can go out to dinner. Last Sunday we went to the Cheesecake Factory together and it was very cute. So we got to go back. And I think that's a good plan.
How much further is your new place from Alex's, Tony?
Let me waze it real quick and I'll tell you.
Yeah, because if that's the case, I might just have you sleep in one of the spare beds I have over here.
Yeah.
Because Scott trusts me, Yeah. Like any of these other weirdos coming to Extra Life. Hey, Alex, what's your address? Could you just tell me right now?
Your mic's out, Alex.
It's probably better.
Yeah.
Just text me, Alex, because I don't remember.
You're good. Although we should probably... No, this is video content only. So we're good.
Yeah, I'm not I don't know what's going on. I might have fucked something up last night. Because that happened a little bit during Farm to Tower, but that was I think Discord. So if it keeps happening, just let me know. I might need to get a new cord of the 12 new cords that I got.
Yeah.
I will text it to you, Timmy. But yeah, if that sounds like fun, I figured because I'm really bad at entertaining people, as you guys know. When Scott and Tony come over, I'm like, what do you guys want to do?
You guys want to play some video games? Whatever, dude. That's why everyone's there, to play fucking video games and stand in a circle around a table and talk about bullshit.
Yeah, I mean,
because here's the thing. Remember when you're a kid and you go to family events and all the parents and stuff just hang out and talk the whole time? We're those people now.
God, don't say that. I like to think that we're way more fun than those people.
Yeah, but
it might seem
the activity is the same.
It might seem a little odd to do this, but I think there are going to be enough people that we can split us up essentially into 2 groups with main activities, where one group is a bunch of people playing Secret Hitler, and another group is upstairs playing Cards Against dropped out Cards Against Humanity or something.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Although, to be honest,
30 minutes.
They'll probably just turn everybody down to Secret Hitler.
Yeah, I mean, because everyone wants to play Secret Hitler. What's cool is we my brother has that physical set, so we'll actually be able to play it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually not a bad idea, Scott. We'll be able to, split up. And we got to set up I figured we'll wait to set everything up until Friday when we actually have to rehearse stuff and make sure the stream works and everything.
I'm calling dibs on a seat at the Secret Hitler table.
Sure.
Right now.
All right. Dibs it is. Does that sound good to you, Navashin? Does that sound like fun?
Well, I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention.
All right. It was, it was fine. It was just my ideas. It's no worries.
It's already getting late, dude. I'm sorry.
I know. I'm already like I'm killing you. I know, but how's life, Tony?
It's good.
Did
But I have no way of differentiating life from Destiny right now. So
Yeah, it's been a chore for Tony to get me to play it.
it wasn't that bad.
I mean, like, you know, you are your guardian. Become legend, Tony. That's all I'm asking.
No, I'm not the one who becomes legend.
Fair enough. Do you guys watch anything good this weekend or this week?
I watched like 700 episodes of Good Mythical Morning.
Like
Does
all
that
of them?
count? Like every single Willet, every single taste test, like all those.
Wow. I like Good Mythical Morning. That's like the
yeah.
one YouTube show I'll just like watch a random episode of every now and again.
Yeah, like I just watched the Build a Pillow Fort right before this. Like life is good.
Did you watch the one where they sang the song backwards?
No. I typically watch like the ones that they do about food because I think they're funny. Like when they like compare like a brand name to like the Walmart version or whatever.
Did you watch the one where they did like the burger tasting?
Yeah.
That one's really good.
Yeah, and like which French fries from where. Mhm.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so
I really like those.
you might want to check the song out because what they do is in the recording of it, they do all the motions forwards because the entire video is reversed, and they sing the words. So when they reverse it, it sounds normal
That's cool.
instead of weird.
That's tricky too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
It's like simple and clean, you know?
Yeah. Like the way that you're making me feel right now, Tony.
Yeah, so yeah, they aren't just saying the words backwards.
They're
They
saying
have
it in that weird way.
they're saying it in a very weird way.
That's cool.
So that when they play the thing backwards, it comes out normal.
They also did one with Aaron and Dan from Game Grumps.
Yeah, that one is. I've watched that like so many times.
Yeah, that one's really good.
It's really good. And then I've been watching a whole bunch of tasty videos
Mm-hmm.
because I don't know, food's lit, you know.
Food is lit, dude. I love cooking shows. Byron Talbot he's got my favorite YouTube cooking show because the dude he lives in LA and he has basically the most magnificent kitchen I've ever seen in my entire life.
And one other one, I've been watching a lot of the First We Feast Hot Ones stuff, where they have like a celebrity from some walk of life come on and eat a series of hotter and hotter wings and then answer like real ass questions.
Yes.
It's fucking great.
My brother actually talked to me about that show this week.
Yeah, I watched like the one with Adam Richman from Man vs. Food.
Nice.
Didn't know he was as into rapping sneakers as he is.
Fuck yeah. You go, Adam Richman.
Mm-hmm.
Man, also Food One.
Also Food One.
Not Machine, you watch anything good?
I just saw the first episode of American Vandal.
Thoughts, feelings?
It's real good. I like the way it's shot and everything. It's,
Yeah, the cinematography in that show is very good.
Yeah, I left off on that just because I just wanted to. I needed something to watch before Wolfenstein and before I got Wolfenstein and Mario. So it's like I only have like about an hour before those things release. So like, what should I distract myself with? And I just decided to do that.
I watched all of Stranger Things season 2 yesterday, the day it came out.
I think you both made a mistake. You guys should just sat there being hype.
I should have, yeah, because the hype is always better than the real thing, you know. And it was very good. I'll say that. I don't want to, obviously, people are going to be watching it all weekend, but it was very good. I liked it a lot. There were so many moments that used 80s music very well, also. I also watched, I think the first half of, there's another Netflix show that came out on the 13th called Mindhunter. And it's about like a FBI like task force coining the term serial killer in 1977. It's very good. It's also shot very well. Like the framing of every scene is very, very well done. Kind of like American Vandal. But yeah, it's very, very, very good. Very different than Stranger Things, but I saw like an ad for it. I'm like, oh, this looks rad. And it's like a little bit of crime procedural, but the same kind of serial style, like episodes that go back to back to back of Netflix shows, and the two together work very well. So I think you might like it, Tony. As a recommendation for you.
Yeah, for sure.
What about you, Scott? You watching anything good?
Not really.
Cool. Single tier. I should still watch My Hero Academia. I keep forgetting about that.
Your season should be over by now.
It is, yeah, for sure. Because it ended at the end of September, right? So
yeah.
You guys want to start the show before Nabishin dies?
I believe it's time.
Like real talk. Like I think I just need to step out because I'm like fading for real.
Okay, if you want to go get some sleep, we got some bonus material of you. For the bonus content, listeners, you want to give us a hot Wolfenstein take?
Wolfenstein's real good.
Is it better than the first one so far?
Yeah, it feels better in a lot of ways. As far as like characters and like even the way you play and everything, even what you look, or even the visuals are like really really good as well. Like I'm really impressed with it so far. And the story seemed a lot deeper as well. Even though it was already a dark story, this is like even somewhat darker and some beginning stuff with BJ and like as far as like his origins, why he is why he was the guy he is, and like some fucked up stuff with his parents and everything like that. So
fuck. And I sorry, I don't want to cut you off. I don't want to drag this out because I do want you to get some sleep. But I forgot that you finished Danganronpa this week.
Yeah.
Give me a temperature. Where are you at with it? You understand where I was coming from, right? Now,
yeah.
I knew you would, but
yeah, it was fantastic. Like I fucking love it. Like because it's real interesting with that because like it feels like it's the first game all over again because it's one of those like endings where it's like, oh, we don't know where this goes, where it's like after the first one it's like you didn't know where that was and that was good and satisfying, then like they continued on, which was still good when it continued on, but like there was still like that ending from the first one was like, oh, like where would they go next, and like you kind of get this again. In the way like and the reasons for it becoming that way is like just completely insane, like insane in a good way too, but it's a way where I can see like some people are like like I can see why people wouldn't like that, and they obviously said that straight up, but like I really enjoyed it for what it was. Like it was a real good mindfuck for me.
Yeah, and the thing I liked about it, and the thing I was gonna say to you is like, I walked away from I feel like it's kind of similar to Metal Gear Solid 5, weirdly enough. But like the thing that game does is it like gives you this bit of information and then kind of like leaves you when like there's like the big moment in Danganronpa V3. It like goes on for another hour and a half, and you're just kind of like living in it for a little bit of time. And you're like, okay, this is happening. But they flesh it out and they go somewhere with it, and I think there's like a really resonating point at the end of it. So that's why ultimately I was really happy with that ending.
Yeah.
They could have just left it, and they didn't, and I'm glad they didn't.
Are we really doing this with Ben? Eventually?
I want to. I'm gonna hit him up. I'll talk to him. We'll see, because we have to do a spoiler cast.
Yeah, for sure.
So wait, how quickly do I have to get through this game?
Yeah, week, Tony.
No, I can do it. You just have to give it to me.
It'll be after Extra Life, so you got a few weeks.
Yeah, because my concern is like with Ben being busy, like just literally that it is. Like,
yeah, but like I feel like after Extra Life, he will also be less busy. There's always like the complication of where he'll be at with probably Xenoblade 2, but
that's like it depends how early he gets it. I would assume probably before. But yeah.
All right, go get some. Oh, and quick hot Mario Odyssey take. Like this game has like zero bullshit in it. Like, and I mean that in, like in every conceivable way. Like even like Super Mario 3D World, as much as I love to have bullshit because like you had to like play multiple times, with every character to like to get everything. But like this one has like zero bullshit, and that's like it's crazy. Like honestly, like so far, like I'm not even that far. Like I did the new Donk stuff, but like just a little bit after that. I'm not even that far. So you're further than me.
But like yeah, like literally so far, it's probably like my second favorite game this year so far. So,
damn, cool.
Knocked off in the year for me. So yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Go get some sleep, bud.
Yeah. All right. Yes.
You guys ready to start recording?
Yeah.
Lit. All right. On one, assuming you're ready, Scott. 5, 4, 3.
I wasn't actually ready. Hold on. All right, 1 second. All right, 1 second. We're good.
2, 1. Oh, I was not good.
Oh
You
my
were not good?
god.
Okay, stop, delete. I'm doing it right now. It's deleted.
No, it was just like because I readjusted my audio, like and plugged it back in. It's like this audio device is no longer detected. I'm like, whoopsies. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. At least when I say
Buddy.
I was not good, you know I'm not fucking with you.
Do I know that?
I mean, did you guys see Roger's fucking? Well, you wouldn't have, Scott, but Tony, did you see Roger Bricorny's Halloween costume?
I haven't.
Nope.
I can't conceivably put it into words,
Uh-huh.
so I'm just gonna send you. I'll send you a hyperlink.
Oh man, not even a normal link.
Copy link to this tweet. And I'll put that in the chat. I'll let you just take that all in.
All right, hold on. Where the fuck did the hangout go? There it is. So, a podcast?
Yeah. Something like that. All right. It's lit. Let me get my PSP on.
Have we counted down yet?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Did you stop recording or start recording again, Scott?
Yes. We have to restart again.
God damn it.
It's all right. This is like
Third time's a charm, guys.
Hey, it's a good thing this didn't actually happen when there was a guest on.
all right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just wanna let you know
I'm
that
good.
Every
I'm
host
good.
has done the countdown today.
Yeah. It's all real. It's lit, fam. All right. It is Saturday, October 28th, 2017, and you are listening to the Irrational Passions Podcast. I'm your host, Alex O'Neill, and joining me this week is Scott Guthier
Hello.
and Tony Horvath.
Hi.
And that's it. No Brian Nobishin Jackson, whatever his last name is, to join us this week. Nobishin was here for bonus content, and he had to go to sleep because we're recording very late this week because we didn't record yesterday, and I had work until 9:30 today. So, but it's all right because this one's gonna be a certified banger, you guys. It's not gonna be too long. We're not even addressing news, so if y'all want us to talk about NeoGAF, we're not going to. And
News.
that's it. I think Nobishin might have written down his title or his opening in the title section preemptively. So do you guys want me to do this, to sing this for you?
I don't know if you're like allowed to do that.
You're right. Because one, it's in the title section, so it's obviously Tony's. But two, it's Nobishin's intro, presumably. And
Yeah, that's like his thing. You can't just take his bit.
you're right.
Yeah.
How
Yeah, it's not
presumptuous
right.
of you to think that you could just fucking take his bit.
You're right. I mean, like, I just wanted the listeners to be able to hear it. I didn't want to deprave them of that.
Maybe he would. Maybe his will was to save it for next week.
Maybe we'll come back to that. Does that mean that you will read it in titles, though?
If the feels feel, you know.
Okay. I'll leave it to your judgment. We got a good show lined up for y'all. We didn't record last night. I don't know what you had going on, Scott, but I just hadn't slept yet. And it was very good that we didn't record last night because I went to bed at 9:30 p.m., which we would have still been recording the podcast
Yep.
during that time. Normally, I was like fucking delirious. Like I was playing Mario Odyssey in my bed, and I was like looking at the screen, going like, "What is happening?" So it worked out for the better, I think. But apologies that we're getting kind of like a more succinct show, but subnobtion, but it's gonna be a good one. Some housekeeping, just to throw some stuff out there that went up on the site. The Farm to Tower episode 4 is up. It's gonna be our last episode until the first expansion comes out in December. And what we kind of just talk about is like why we're not playing Destiny anymore. Kind of like a little look back at the content in Destiny and the kind of things people are saying about it. And this obviously on console, we did address it. Just came out on PC.
So none of you guys on there are playing anymore?
Griffin still was, but he couldn't make that show, and Cameron like played a little bit of multiplayer just to say that he could play it, or he did play it. But really, most of us have fallen off. And we did talk, like we addressed the fact like just came out on PC. I don't know what like the release for stuff on PC is. I don't know if like factions and everything is there out of the gate.
So next week is the raid. This week is everything that was in at launch.
Okay.
Next week is the raid, and I think faction and all basically everything else that happened between launch and now in Destiny on PS4 will be the week after that.
Okay.
Like Iron Banner and everything as well.
Cool.
Reserve what is here at this and has the same inventory as PS4.
Okay. And we kind of address that like, hey, like this is coming out on PC, like there's gonna be rollout of that. So obviously it's still going, but for us, we kind of talked about the things that we wanted to talk about, and we talked about some other stuff. Basically, it was like the future of Destiny is the name of the episode. The future of Destiny 2, and we talked about like, is this a Game of the Year contender and things like that, and our overall feelings on it. So I thought it was a good conversation, a good close, because like I just don't want to do more episodes of the show if we don't have a lot to add to the conversation.
Sure, yeah, there's just not a lot to talk about. It's going to be the same Destiny for a couple, month or so.
Mm-hmm. And we talked about like the seasons that they're doing and the implications of that. So we'll bring it back when that expansion comes out and the one after that, and obviously the next major expansion next year, presumably. So
yeah.
That's a good episode. It's on YouTube and it's also on the website.
Sorry I couldn't make it.
It's okay. I asked you very last minute, so but I gave them your hot take on the PC version.
What was my hot take?
That it was like lit as fuck, I believe is what I quoted you saying. A new episode of Input is out. It's a special episode rendered Input Stories. And they interviewed Kyle Seeley, who is the developer of Emily's Away and Emily's Away 2. And it was just George and Logan, I believe. And they had a conversation with him and kind of like his story. And you should check that out. I've heard very good things. I've not listened to it yet, but Input's obviously a great show. Y'all should give it a listen. That's about it. And I'm trying to think anything big. Like the only other thing I want to bring up, like we brought up last week, Extra Life is November 11th. It's going to be live streamed on twitch.tv/irrationalpassions. There's an announcement video out there kind of like laying out all the guests that are currently announced that are coming. We got more things to talk about down the line. They're going to be kind of coming out as we get closer, kind of like the week leading up to it. And Trevor did just announce that depending, he may be getting his haircut on stream, depending on donations. So
watch out.
I know he's got.
Is Trevor in the chat, by the way?
Trevor is watching, I believe.
Because I wrote in our planning doc that there are details on the method that we'd use for that, and he responded please elaborate. And I didn't really feel like typing out what we had talked about. So Trevor, just FaceTime me or something, and I'll tell you, because I just don't feel like typing it. I'm just gonna be real with you right now.
Tony had a very good idea, I'll say. So you should follow up with that. But I think Trevor is he's fucking done with his hair, so I think he's we're cutting it.
I mean, yeah, he should get. Can we give him a Vegas haircut?
I I mean, like, I guess it's up to us as the people that as soon
Is
as
Trevor's hair
not
naturally curly?
I believe so. Yeah,
I don't know how that haircut works with people who have naturally curly hair, so
we could straighten his hair.
we could straighten Trevor's hair.
Yo, we should straighten his hair before we cut it too.
No, that takes so long.
It's true, but it'd be fun.
Hey man,
or like put some big.
You do what you want to do on the stream. I will not sit there and straighten a man's hair for 7 hours.
Yeah, it already took like way longer to cut Danny's hair last year than we thought it was going to. So, although like
because we had to make him look lit as fuck.
We also did get him out of the house, so there wasn't a hair all over the floor.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. That's it for housekeeping. At rationalpassions.com/extra life for more info on that. Let's talk about video games.
I like video games.
Some banger video games came out this week.
Like a banger video game was re-released on PC this week.
Well, some other ones that I think are very good came out as well. Or at least one of which. I do want to, like, Navashin is not here. He gave us some hot takes during the bonus content. He says Wolfenstein's very good. He said Mario Odyssey may be his runner-up for Game of the Year this year. He's not even very far into it. And he finished Danganronpa, and he said it was a great mindfuck, and he loved it. So I just want to, like, throw those out there for folks that don't listen to the bonus content. Because he was going to be on this show. It's just it's late. He's a sleepy boy. He's got work tomorrow. But you guys have been playing Destiny 2 on PC.
Right, Scott's been playing a video game that's new and just released.
Yeah, I know.
Yay.
I'm very excited about it. So tell me what I'm curious, like, on both your perspectives. I don't know which of you wants to go
I figured
first.
I'd just like give my whole perspective first because it's kind of like the perspective of someone who's already played the game, just kind of doing it again.
Yeah.
And then Scott can kind of give his whole newcomer take.
Mm-hmm.
How
you feel?
So it's pretty good. It's like imagine like playing. It's like a clean slate in a video game that has a lot of systems going for it because it's an MMO. It has inspiration from MMOs, but you get to know how everything works beforehand.
Yeah.
So like. I don't know, because I'm also in the position where on PC I'm at like the forefront of a pretty large gaming community. So being the person who like knows everything about Destiny for that community, now I run the clan for the PC and all that with like 40 people in it or whatever.
That's fun.
And it's interesting being the person that literally everyone wants to come to for answers to their questions. You know how like if you ever watch like a Twitch stream and like they're playing some game and there's like a popular question that people have, and like every 5 minutes someone who just entered the stream asks that question.
Yeah.
That's basically my everyday.
Nice.
Which is fine.
It's fun to feel like important that people like are want your opinion on stuff.
Yeah, and like I get like literally like decimated with notifications of people like, hey, help me do this, come do this. Also, weird thing, I play with a controller, right? And I destroy people in PvP who are playing with mouse and keyboard. Like it's not even fair. And so there's also like people who are already PMing me like, hey, can we set up a team for trials? We need you to carry us to go flawless, all that kind of stuff. I'm like, dude, I'm not even that good. I'm playing on a controller. Come on. But that's neat. Like, just being able to do that. Like every time I look at my friends list, now that I'm kind of through it, right? I've capped out what you can do on a character in 1 week now, because when it came out on PS4, you could make a new character of the same class and get the powerful engrams again in the same week. They changed that so you can't. They just drop as normal legendaries, but you can do it only once per class. So there is actually like a time when you run out of ways to get your character more powerful. I got to 281 before I hit that goal. And now there's literally nothing I can do to make my character stronger. So
good, though.
Yeah. So now it was a really long grind, but it was fun. Being able to do everything and like knowing the right order to do it in to maximize gains. And like now I look at my friends list and I'm the highest of all the people who I play with, and all my people on my friends list by like 6 or 7 light levels, even the people who have been fucking going for it.
How many people have asked you to do the fucking Rats King whatever thing?
No one.
Thank God.
Because that gun, everyone knows it's bad now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've explained how to do it, but if someone wants it, but I'd never. That's one thing I never got myself on PC. I just don't need it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, fair enough. How's like how do you feel it's been like received on PC by like the wider
So
audience?
here's the big, like I made this point to Scott earlier, and I think it's very important to why this game will be more successful on PC than it will be on any other console.
Mhm.
And I do believe that wholeheartedly. One, people who play PC are more used to games like Destiny, how much content they have, when to stop, how much to grind, like being okay with that kind of grind Destiny is. Honestly, Destiny 1's grind would be even better for PC players.
Yeah.
But the thing about PC that literally destroys like console's viability for this game, you can multitask on PC so much easier than in Destiny, or rather than on PS4 when you're playing Destiny. So you don't like I can grind and at the same time be like, you know, on Discord bouncing between talking to, you know, different friend groups or whatever, be in charge, like doing all that social stuff, and also like have another tab open watching a YouTube video or some Netflix or something. It's just much easier to do that on PS4, or rather on PC than PS4.
Yeah.
So you end up being able to kind of, you know, you don't run out of stuff to do, like, and then be like, well, I have to devote 100% of my attention to Destiny because it's my entire TV screen with this entertainment console that I can't really multitask on. So if I'm not doing something that I feel immediately rewarded for, it's awful in the end of the world, you know? I feel like that's more of like what PS4 and Xbox ended up becoming, because people just sit there and they're like, well, I've done everything. I could do this, but I don't care. It's not interesting enough for me to do this again.
Yeah. And I think, but like by extension, I think that was like a big thing for the first Destiny with console, was like, it was the first time a game like that had been on console, really.
Yeah.
Or at least as well received and as popular.
Yeah. I think, honestly, I think Destiny on console is fine.
Yeah.
But
no, I know.
That's why, like, it's also the first week, so there's a lot more people playing. I think people will drop off just like on console, but I think that people won't be as upset about it because of how they can, you know, they're able to interact with the game. I also think socializing is much easier on PC because everyone's in Discord. You know, like I can just, if I'm about to join someone's fire team, they can just hit me up with the Discord server invite, bam. You know, it's just a better party system.
Is there a text chat in Destiny?
Yes, there is text chat within fire teams and friends.
Game changer.
So the problem with that, though, is there's not text chat for just in areas. You can't just like write to people who are near you. Yeah, I think that's a big issue. That, but it is in line with Bungie's platform's opt-in social aspects of all of their games. Like the best socializing you can do in Hearthstone is an emote, and then you have to add someone to friends to chat with them, you know?
So
I think it's fine. I wish that there was a toggle, you know, like toggle this, now world chat is on, you know? So that way
that would be so funny.
Oh, it would be good. It would also be bad, but it's I think it's kind of it's an oversight.
It's a game on the PC.
It should let you opt in. Like you said, Tony. Like an turn off on function for that would make so much more sense, I think.
Yeah.
Even if it's well hidden.
Yeah. I just want to see what that looks like, you know.
Right. Yeah. I want to know, like I want to tell the people who are doing the Take and Blight heroic event with me how to make it heroic. Like,
yeah, right.
I want to let them know that they're doing it wrong by killing like the blighted orbs and like killing all the enemies. They're actually making it harder to activate the heroic event.
Yeah.
You know, like it can get toxic like any voice chat can, but
man, like World Chat in World of Warcraft was like,
like I want Chuck Norris jokes and like
right, like
Matt Kirk's wife jokes and stuff, but Destiny version.
I want people like shouting Vuvuzela at Zavala constantly. Like I want that always. So.
Right. Then obviously, like, I don't think this is as relevant as the other point that I made, but like people who play on PC are more used to like MMO, like raid content and stuff. So that is kind of the end game that they're used to, rather than like, you know, like just competitive, like forever stuff. So I think people will be more satisfied with it. Plus, honestly, that's what's also going to really help Destiny is that the content drip is much more intense on PC than it will be on console.
It's like everything.
Because it's a week at a time. Something new is coming out. Every time Xur shows up, he comes with a new event, basically. So,
which is cool.
Yeah, it's neat. The only thing that's going to be kind of troublesome though is the raid drops on next week, and people will have only had one set of powerful engrams to get their light level up.
Yeah.
So it's going to be hard if you didn't prepare right.
Yeah.
Because we had 3 weeks
We'll be fine.
worth of powerful engrams.
Oh, you guys will be fine.
We'll be fine.
We're going to be fine, but like when we did the raid, that we had 4 sets of powerful engrams.
Yeah.
Because we had the 3 weeks before, and then it was either three or 4. The 3 weeks before, and then the day of.
Yeah.
Now you just get literally the first week, and then if you do the powerful engrams before the raid next week, so we'll get 2 sets. Also, Zerd did not sell Merciless. This week he sold like a sniper rifle that is irrelevant, Darcy, which is like, it's a cool sniper rifle, but it's not Merciless level of like literally one of the best weapons to have in the raid. So no one has that, very few people will, but everyone still does have Cold Heart, which was like the pre-order bonus basically that everyone got. So it'll be fine. Like people will still have at least one like very viable raid weapon, but people don't have as much choice unless they grind a lot. Like honestly, even me, like I played a ton of Destiny on PC to get to 281 in 4 days with one character. But even still, like I don't even have a usable exotic piece of armor just because my RNG is garbage.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see, like I'm curious to see how much the community on PC develops, and even how much staying power it ends up having in the end. And I think a lot of that depends on how Bungie reacts to a PC community, because they don't develop games for PC. So we'll see. Like not that they can't. I think that there are already things that they can improve on that I would like to see them change. Another thing that applies to both PC and console. They do a weekly, kind of like developer update called This Week at Bungie, where they kind of talk about, hey, here's what's going on over here. Like we saw some stuff here, some really popular like user error stuff that we're just going to give some general information about. This is what we're working on for next week, et cetera, et cetera. This is like the highlighted video for this week that we thought was really cool. That kind of stuff. This week's was really good. Like they talked about what the patch that they're dropping next week on both platforms, which will include a variety of very important like wanted changes. Like for example, another way to spend legendary marks because they're ridiculously easy to get, and after a point, you're going to have hundreds that you can't spend because you're not infusing every piece of gear that you get anymore. So a lot of stuff like that. Like they're saying, like we're going to add some more stuff for people to do in the end game, and like make the adventures that no one did because they didn't need to actually like be incentivized to do in the first place.
That's cool.
So yeah, it's a lot of quality of life stuff that they were able to to talk about, and like it shows that they're actually working on some of the things that people were passing off as they see it and they say they see it, but they're not actually doing anything. So it's cool to see them in a pretty short development cycle actually get a lot of that implemented.
Yeah, I'm excited. And as you said, like it seems like the one thing that they totally did right with this version of the game is it's like super well optimized for PC.
Oh, it's fantastic. Like I have a rock solid 60 FPS on Ultra.
And I hear
I want you to try that real bad.
I do. I want to see it so bad.
Don't worry. Scott and I will both have our towers at Extra Life. So
no. I'm bringing the laptop and the
I
Switch.
will have my tower at Extra Life.
Tony will have his tower. I'll still have a computer that can do it.
Yeah. But I'm
gonna be playing Destiny at Extra Life.
Yeah.
But
I'm very excited. So Scott, coming into it, because like the only Destiny you played, right, was the Taken King's Fall raid with me. Right?
I forgot that he did that.
Yeah, I have to remind myself. That's like you like came into it just for that, right?
Yep, I leveled to level 10 in Destiny 1, and I did the raid on somebody else's character.
Yeah,
on my character, right?
Yeah, pretty sure.
And that was fun. Like I felt like you had a good time with that. So
I was when I wasn't being gear carried by my character, I was being coach carried by Tony.
Yeah,
but considering it was my first time, my performance was pretty good.
You did really good. I mean, Scott knows how to play fucking first-person shooters for sure better than me. Yes. How you feel about Destiny 2? I don't know, like how much of it, how into it you are.
first thing I'm gonna say right off the bat is now that I've hit an end game, pretty much, this is every bit of MMO that every other MMO is.
In like...
that is the first thing I noticed.
Okay.
Because a bunch of people say no, this is much different because it's a shooter. And the big difference here is this isn't much different because it's a shooter. This is much different because it's the first good shooter that's been put in an MMO.
Yeah.
But other than that, the MMO format is very strong in this game.
Yeah, I agree. And like that's why I was so surprised that I took to it as much as I did, honestly. I think like they do some stuff smart, especially in 2 versus 1, like not having to go to orbit all the time.
I finally kicked that habit.
Oh, good. I was about to say, like, come on, Tony. Are load times better on PC? I'm curious.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
The like some of them are, because a lot of the time your load time is not necessarily you loading the game; it's you querying a server and being connected to it.
Yeah.
So that hasn't changed. But I mean, I run Destiny off of an SSD, so yes, load times are faster.
That's what I was about to say. PS4 does not have an SSD.
I think that's the kind of like choose your own, right? Like if you set yourself up for faster load times, you're going to find them. But that's the case with every PC game.
Yeah. Right. Your load times could be 5 times worse.
Fact. How do you like Destiny, Scott? Now that you've gotten a chance,
so far I like it.
Yeah.
It is coming off of so many MMOs back to back to back. It is hard to it was hard to jump into it.
Okay. That makes sense.
But with the size of the group that we have already, because of the other MMO I'm in, and because the regular Discord boys got into it.
Cool.
Yeah, it's been pretty good.
Cool. Where are you at? Are you max light? Have you finished the story and everything?
I think I'm at around like 215, level 20.
Okay.
You're like 220-ish. Yeah, Scott missed the boat by like a day. He was busy or something and missed claiming me to go through story with, basically. So I went through story with a couple of our friends, and then he ended up having to do quite a bit of it solo. Not that it's a bad thing, but he ended up being a little bit further behind because of that, just not having as much time.
Okay. Do you like the campaign, Scott?
Campaign was pretty good.
Okay. I think so.
It was pretty lackluster near the end. The missions got better as time went on.
How about that second to last mission?
The story aspect kind of degraded as time went on as well.
I wanted more Gaul in the story. I'll say that.
I wanted more, like
I think taking him down should have been raid 1. I went that fully expecting that. Taking him, he would have been the first raid boss.
Yeah, and I like it's funny because like in King's Fall, that's kind of what they did with Oryx as like the villain. So maybe I guess they just didn't want to do that again. Where you fight him throughout the campaign of King King, and then he's the raid boss as well, but it's his true form. So
what about like Super Saiyan Gaul? Like more than he did in the final fight anyway.
Like Super Saiyan Blue Gaul.
Yeah, like Super Saiyan God.
Yeah, that'd be lit. I'd do that. Yeah, I really liked Gaul as a character, and I think like because Cameron, like our lore minute with Cameron Abbott on the latest Farm to Tower, he like talked about some like basically Gaul's history, and I was like surprisingly taken aback at how interesting it was. So
yeah, if you look for it, Destiny's story is pretty cool.
Yeah, no, I know. I've learned that by osmosis at this point. I just like don't want to look for it. Did y'all see that weird fucking worm on whichever planet it is, whichever moon on Io? No, not Io. The one with the water.
Nessus?
Nah.
Oh no, Titan.
Titan, yeah, the worm on Titan. Y'all hear about that?
Worms.
There's like a big worm in the water, like a big snake thing, and you see it. You know that mission that you told me about?
Can we shoot it?
You can shoot at it.
All right.
You know that mission that you're like, this mission's really cool because you like take the CPU out of this big.
Yeah. That's one of the coolest missions in the game.
Yeah, you know when there's like these big windows that you can just see the water, and if you hang out there long enough, you see the giant worm go by. It's really cool, and you can see it from the surface as well. So people are trying to figure out what it is.
It's a worm. What do you mean?
Like we keep joking that we're gonna like do an entire episode on it of Farm to Tower.
Farm to worm.
Farm to worm. Cool. I'm glad you like it, Scott. Are you excited for the raid?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you guys have a group yet?
I mean, there's no set group, but
Okay,
I
so
imagine
group
I'm gonna
too
end
big.
up in like 12 groups for the raid in the first week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like the Scott Tony group, like the.
There is-
Oh, I
Irrational
think
Passions
that
Pod.
already has me, Jay, Sniper, Scott, and then we'll figure out 2 more people.
Sure. I'm excited. You guys.
Isn't it gonna be? I guess Casa wouldn't be ready, would he?
I have no idea.
You guys should stream it if you can.
Yeah, I definitely can and will.
Cool. Cool.
You know, it's cool. It'll still run at 60 FPS while streaming.
Fuck yeah, dog. Oh god. I like watched a video on YouTube of it like running on PC. I'm like, I gotta stop. I can't look at this right now.
So
Like,
just so you know, like the real Destiny is still there. I spent probably like 20 hours farming public events and stuff on IO
fuck yeah.
and doing all of the region quests and chests and all of like patrols while waiting for the public events. Like I got over 60 reputation turn-ins for IO. Still didn't get the cape.
Fucking bullshit.
Yeah, I know. It's literally the one thing that I want, and I still haven't gotten it. I fucking put in my time. Give me the goddamn cape.
Yeah.
And like all my friends are like, "Yo, I have that already." I'm like, fuck you. Don't even use
I
it.
don't have the cape,
You can't get it.
but I have the salt emote.
Yeah. Also, I've
I
gotten
can sprinkle it
garbage
on.
from all of my bright engrams, and then like everyone else, like, "Yo, check out my fucking exotic emotes, dude." Like, fuck you.
What classes are you playing, Scott?
I'm a Titan.
Cool. I figured Scott seems like a Titan.
Well, it was also, hey, do we have a Titan yet? I don't know how many people we have. No.
Yeah.
All right. I guess I know what I'm playing.
Tony, how many of them are warlocks and how many of them do you hate?
To be honest, like most of that was a bit. At least most of it. So I don't mind.
I know, but how many of them are warlocks though?
I'd say that the like Hunter's the most popular, Warlock is the second most popular, and Titan is the least popular. Which is funny because Titan is the most powerful.
Yeah, Titan's rad, too.
I think that's hilarious.
Of course.
Scott didn't even upgrade the right tree on his Titan though, so I had to sort him out.
Nope.
He was like, I like these lightning grenades in the bottom tree, and I was like, nope, pulse grenades top tree. Sorry, buddy.
You're like, listen, let me tell you about 2 of these grenades.
Yeah, 2 grenades that do more damage.
Yeah. I'm with you, Scott. You know, you play the way you want to play. You have fun, Scott.
I mean, he did say the bottom tree is the PvP tree,
Okay.
just not the PvE tree,
Okay. That's fair.
which was good because we proceeded to wreck shop in PvP.
Nice. Cool. I'm happy for you guys. I'm glad Scott's getting into Destiny as well. Making Destiny a contender for our number 1 spot this year. We'll just beat it out of Nobbish. I'm just kidding. I don't know if Destiny 2 will be number 1.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he'd be down for it.
He'd probably be down for it. I like Destiny 2 a lot. Cool.
He likes Destiny too. He just doesn't want to play it.
Yeah, fair enough. Nobishin? I mean, he played through the campaign, and he's like, this is just not my cup of tea. So,
I had to take him through the raid.
yeah, that's what we got to do. Do it during Extra Life. Cool.
Do we
What
have
else-
like a raid group for Extra Life set up yet?
No, I know we have more than enough. Like more people want to do it than we,
Can do it.
can have do it. So,
Yeah.
I'm not.
And this is just console only, right?
Yeah, we'll be doing it on PS4 just out of convenience.
Yeah, because I mean, if it was a PC one, it would be me and Scott, so 2 over the raid. So
Yeah, duo the raid because I don't think anyone else has it. But yeah, I mean, we'll figure it out. Like, I'm not too worried.
No.
Hopefully, it just doesn't take too much time. But the only thing, like, I'd be worried us
I
getting.
don't think it will take that much time.
No, I don't think so. Like, every part but Callus, like, I know our prime group Tony has like down to a science, so
Yeah.
not too worried. Anything else you've been playing, Tony?
Black Desert Online.
Are you playing that?
Oh, what a coincidence!
Oh no!
But like, I just AFK in that game now.
Yeah.
You know, like right now it's happening, but the game isn't open. It's in my taskbar. Like I literally open the game, make my character fish, and then I close it to taskbar for the rest of the day. Just because I'm busy doing other stuff.
Just let the salt mines work themselves.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, all right. If that's giving you satisfaction.
I want you to know that you know how there's an area in the game called the salt mines?
Yeah.
A member of our clan took a screenshot of that, of like them entering the salt mines, and that has become a huge fucking meme that they put on everything. Whenever anyone's mad, they just put a picture of salt mines. It's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Shit, man. I just said salt mines as an offhand joke, and I'm into this. Anything else though?
I don't think so. Honestly, like Destiny has been since Tuesday has been it.
Yeah, and you've been giving us updates in our text chat, so I've been excited.
Yeah. I want to play Nier and Danganronpa pretty bad, but I just haven't had the opportunity to like see you.
Yeah.
So
you guys want to hang out on Wednesday?
I tentatively say yes because I have no idea what my schedule is.
All right. What about you, Scott?
Extra Life is the next weekend, right?
2 weeks from now.
2 weeks. From
2
now.
weeks from now. Oh, okay.
Dude, if it was next week, I would just be crying.
Yeah. We would all be collectively upset.
Oh, just like next week is going to be a tense show.
Okay, I was under the show that it was next week.
Yeah.
Oh, then we're super in the clear.
Okay.
As far as everything goes.
Cool. No, because that would mean people would start coming in on Tuesday. Never mind. Cool. We'll do that, and I'll give those to you, Tony.
Yeah.
Now, Scott, a moment ago, or a few moments ago, you said something very important, that during Extra Life you're not bringing your PC, but you are bringing your Switch. Does that mean you got a Switch?
No, but I believe
I'm
going Switch hunting soon.
Okay.
I'm going to put the effort in to go Switch hunting.
It's not going to be that hard.
Yeah, you'll be fine, but
exactly. So I'll find one.
Yeah. Okay.
Some might say the hunt will be successful.
Yes. I saw some the other day, and Austin like texted us this week saying like Best Buys in your area, you should have them, Scott.
Yeah. Like, hey Scott, when you buy a Switch, I'm going to need you to send me a picture of you with the Switch immediately because I have a very spicy meme that I just realized I should do, and I don't want to forget.
Okay. Is this meme going to appear on Twitter? Because I'm very excited.
Sure. The only reason why it's so spicy, and I want you to know this now, just for prior reference, is because you said that you were hunting for it. That's all. And anyway, did you know that you can pretty efficiently dry herbs in your microwave, and they turn out better than if you just buy dried herbs from the store?
No, I didn't know that.
Yep.
Actually, I think you had told me that before.
Maybe.
Are you just like dropping like fun facts here on the show now?
Yeah, pretty much.
Fun facts with Tony Horvath.
Mm-hmm.
Have you been playing anything else, though, Scott?
Nothing important. Nope.
Okay. I played some video games. I feel like I'm forgetting something on this list, though. It's bothering me a lot. I finished The Evil Within 2. And I talked about that a lot last week. Mostly Evil Within 1, but a lot. But the second one is very good. It like the story is like probably the worst part about it, and it's not bad, let's say, but it's not good. There's like a character that you kind of meet later on in the game. There's a couple of characters where just like the performance is like very, very bad. Like one character is like just super melodramatic in like everything they say, and I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
But it's cool. Like it's very. I don't know who I was talking to, but they compared it to Metal Gear Solid 5, and that's like a good comparison. Metal Gear, because it's not open world per se, but they're like big open areas, and you can kind of approach situations from multiple angles, and that gives you a lot of flexibility with what you could do. Like there's a fire hydrant here. If I break this, it'll pour out water, and I can use my electro bolts for my crossbow to stun a whole bunch of enemies all clustered together. Or there's a tankard here, and if I kick this tankard down, it'll make a loud noise and then spill oil, and that'll lure enemies to it, and then I can set them all on fire. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's cool. The bosses are very good. I went into our Game of the Year doc for the first time this year to add some best moment type stuff in there. Because there's some moments in that game that are very good. Overall, like I really like it. I'm planning on reviewing it. I actually captured a whole bunch of footage with it, and I'm hoping that I might be able to cut my first video review of it. I don't want to guarantee that because Extra Life is coming up, but that's my hope. And I like it a lot. I would definitely recommend it. It didn't like blow me away from a story perspective. I think Resident Evil 7 is the better horror game this year, but I really did like it, and I think it is a phenomenal sequel to that first game. So the big one this week, I guess I'm the only one that played it. I know when Nobishin played it, but it was Mario Odyssey, Super Mario Odyssey, also known as Joy the video game, happiness personified, delight in video game form. But yeah, Nabashin said like during our bonus content for his like quick hot take that there's just no bullshit in this game, and it's very true. Like, you know, all that bullshit in Destiny, like there's none of that in this. Like,
you gotta have to be very specific on what kind of bullshit you mean.
Like, there are no real like tutorials in this game either. It's a similar approach, but not the same execution as what they did with Zelda. Like, you can just do a bunch of shit in this game. They don't necessarily tell you can do it, but they use good context clues and good like level design to help pull that out of you. Like, you know, so the game starts, it just goes like fucking full force into it. Like Bowser's just there with his big old top hat, and he's just going. And you land, he beats you, and you land in this Cap Kingdom, and you meet Cappy, your cool ghost Cap, and he becomes your Cap, and then like that's it. Like it's just like kind of play around in this area, and then go into like this little linear area, and then you get your.
Does it tell you how to throw it?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like it's like press Y to throw Cappy, and it's like cool. But like there's a bunch of stuff that you can do with Cappy that it doesn't really tell you how to do, but you figure that out from kind of just playing around. Like you can throw Cappy and then hold the button to throw him, and he'll kind of keep spinning there, and then he can run up, and when you touch him, you'll bounce off of him. It's like, oh wow, that's really cool. How can I apply this to like different things?
Alex, you're gone. Bye, Alex. The world's changing. Guardian.
Is it working now?
Welcome back.
I don't know what happened. My audio is fine. It must be Google Hangouts.
Feels bad, dude.
Well, you know, you win some, you lose some. But it has all the same stuff that like most 3D Marios have, like the like turn around and jump and like the triple jump or whatever. But there is some new stuff in there too. Like if you ground pound and then jump right after you ground pound, you like pop back up. I'm like, I don't know how this works physics wise, but I'm into it. Yeah, it's that same kind of like you have a bunch of abilities that it doesn't really tell you to do, like a bunch of things you can do with Cappy. Mm-hmm. Now I'm going to tell you the bummer part, and it's going to sound like a big bummer. It's not that big a deal, but so a lot of what you could do with Cappy, you do with motion controls.
Okay.
Which you can do with the Pro Controller, which is how I've been playing that game. It definitely feels like it's kind of built around like having the two Joy-Cons separate and like swinging them around, which sounds like a terrible time in a handheld mode, because then you're just like throwing it down, like so like you can like throw down on the Joy-Con, and you'll like throw Cappy downward, and he'll like spin vertically forward and go a little bit further and then come back, or you can like spin to the left or to the right, and
He's gone again.
Dude, this new mixer is real. We're really working out.
I think it's Google Hangouts because my audio is fine.
Hmm.
I'm not sure.
Ooh, you getting the Scott treatment?
I think I'm getting the Scott treatment.
Are you getting the Scott treatment right now?
Nah, I mean, Scott's obviously not getting it. I hear that keyboard fucking loud, dude.
It's not because it'll tell me like usually typing, so he muted you. But like I open the settings in Google Hangout and then hit save, and then it seems to be fixing it. So if it happens, just let me know. But I'm trying to think like there are ways to do those kind of like motion control specific attacks with Cappy or moves with Cappy just by doing some inputs in the controller instead. So there seems to be mostly a workaround for it, but it is kind of like I'm not a big fan of motion controls. They work fine, they work well, but it's just it's a little bit of a bummer. But yeah, I'm like I wish I'd played more of it. I don't have a lot to say about it because I said during the bonus content I was like fucking deliriously tired last night.
Yeah,
I kind of vaguely remember playing Mario. That's how tired I was. I played through like I'm not even in New Donk City yet. The main attraction for Super Mario Odyssey, New Donk City. I haven't even gotten there yet. I'm in the 4th kingdom, including the tutorial area, which is where you meet Cappy. So the Cappy one, there's like this big like floating islands, the Sand Kingdom, and then you have the choice of going to 2 different places. One is Lake Kingdom, the other's Woodland Kingdom or whatever. And I went to the Wood Kingdom.
So I want to cut you off here and ask you a question, and you can go back.
Sure.
So which the 3D Marios is this most like? 64, Galaxy, 3D World?
It's really like it is a smart.
It's definitely one of its own category from what it because you're fucking jumping into paintings and you're not running around in circles on mini planets.
It's a very smart blend of all 3 and a little bit of Sunshine too. Like I don't want to. There was actually like a moment where I'm like, shit, this is kind of like Sunshine, which like you like Sunshine, right, Scott?
Yeah,
you're not. Yeah.
I like that more than 64.
I do too. And there are a lot of people that fucking hate Super Mario Sunshine.
I understand why.
I kind of get it.
I just like the shit on them.
Yeah, I kind of get it, but because like Flood and the whole jetpack thing or whatever. But I think Mario Sunshine is very great.
But it controls just as tight. It controls better than 64 did.
Yes,
at the very least, from what I remember of it, my memory of it is, oh hey, Mario is now much easier to control than he was in 64.
Yeah, I agree. No, I'm on the same page, so. And
then they, instead of starting you off with something that was stupid easy, like the bomb place and 64, they start you off in that second tier of stages, and then they keep going from there.
Yeah.
So, because my least favorite part about Mario 64, especially because this is one where the problem of, oh man, I have to restart this game again because the save file, somebody decided to play a prank on me. And that's about as nice as I could be about it. And now all the saves are gone. That is Mario 64 is one of the main games that happened on.
Okay.
Yeah, and I don't like the starting levels of Mario because they're painfully simplistic and easy.
Yeah.
It's for the same reason people don't enjoy tutorials. They want to skip past them whenever they can, when they can't, and they're painfully long. Like some of the Zelda games, people really don't like them.
Yeah, exactly. That's like there's a lot of cool stuff happening.
Yeah, that's those levels of Mario for me, and there's very little you can do to get around it.
I think you'll probably run into some of that in Odyssey, just to give you the fair warning. Like the first 2 areas, especially like the tutorial area, are very, very simplistic. Not like I don't. I think it's presented better here because I'm kind of in the same spot, and that's one of the things I like about Sunshine a lot. And I'll get back to your question in a moment, but like, there is like, you could just blast through them is the thing because unlike,
yeah, 64, you couldn't blast through it. You went into a painting, you got a star,
yeah,
and you went out of the painting.
Went out. So like, what I like about this game the most, and like that, I thought that was kind of an issue in Galaxy as well. What I like about this game the most, and I think it's what Nabishin meant by like there's no bullshit, is like when you get a moon, the collectible item for the worlds, like you just get it and then you keep going. There's never a point where it knocks you back out to like a star select screen. You just kind of look around until you find stuff. Now there are main moons that it like kind of like in Sunshine or Mario 64 where it's like, you know, rise to the top of the mountain and it says that underline, it's like shows you like a preview of the path to that moon. But like along the way, let's say you see something interesting, you can just go get that and it doesn't like jump you out of the level or anything. You just
Will the
go get
main
it.
moon jump you out of the level?
It does not moon jump you out of the level, no. So when you get to like those main moons, it maybe will play like a quick cutscene or anything, and then you like just go on to the next one, and it'll show the next main one, and you just keep going. It just feels like the momentum never stops, which is one of the biggest compliments I can pay to Mario Odyssey. And like that format change is a lot like Banjo-Kazooie and how those games work. So like I really like that already. So that it just works so naturally in Mario. Like it makes Odyssey feel like such a natural extension of it. So to kind of go back to what you were saying, like, is it more like Sunshine or 64 or Galaxy? It is a very smart blending of those ideas into.
Okay. So how you were supposed to answer that question is, I'll just start from the beginning. Is it like 64 or Galaxy or 3D World or Sunshine? It's like Banjo-Kazooie.
It's like Banjo-Kazooie, yeah. But it's also like it has things like those games in really smart ways, while also like adding its own kind of new flair to things. And I think Cappy helps a lot with that. Just like the whole like Shake and Starbits part of Galaxy kind of did with that, and Flood did with Sunshine. Lesser extent than Flood with Sunshine, but like there was a point, right, where I had to throw Cappy on a scarecrow. And it opened a gate, right? But in order to keep that gate open, I had to leave Cappy there. So I had to go into this area and do a thing in that area without Cappy, which means I couldn't attack. Which reminded me a lot of those sections in Sunshine where you, like, Shadow Mario will steal your Flood and you have to go through these difficult platforming sections without him, which were, I thought, very good sections of that game. So like I'm like, oh, this is kind of like Sunshine. There are parts where you kind of go into a focused linear-ish area that reminded me a lot of Galaxy in the way it played with perspective. And then there are the kind of like jumping worldy-ish parts that remind me a lot of Smart Mario 64. And I've seen all of those concepts like very well integrated and like diluted with one another in the span of like an hour and a half. So like already very quickly it has shown me a ton of stuff and a ton of different concepts, like, and it was just like nonstop momentum always going forward and stuff. So it feels like it's changing shit constantly, just like all the best Mario games have, but in a way that is very, very good. Like it's hard to put into words.
So here's another big question.
Sure.
You said when you don't have Cappy, you can't attack. Is Cappy one of your only ways to attack?
You can jump on people still. But
it's jump on people and Cappy, that's it?
I believe so. There's no like punch and kick like Mario 64. No, and they've never brought that back. I wonder if they ever will. But yeah, because like in Mario Galaxy, it was like the whole shake the Wii remote to spin.
And then it had a charge on it, and it's like, but I need so much more than that.
Yeah. But like, it is a little Galaxy adjacent, that feeling. So I'm curious to see like if they do more with like the like
you haven't talked at all about power-ups.
Yeah, I haven't seen any power-ups yet. I believe they're in the game.
Right, and I mean, if Mario could attack regularly, there wouldn't be too much of a need for him.
Yeah. So yeah, that could be why they would come into it. The big thing is like possessing other things. Which definitely seems like their kind of new thing, like that isn't power-ups. And it's real good. The first time you do it is very good. Which they shown in like one of the trailers, like when he throws his cap on a frog. It is a surprise to Mario as well. I will put it that way.
Does like Mario actually have feelings?
He has nipples, apparently.
Yeah.
So I assume
Everyone's really all about that right now.
yeah, it's like a yeah. Of course, Mario has nipples. Like I don't know why this is a surprise, but yeah. So it's like I've only possessed a couple of things. It's very good. They all have like different abilities that let you do different things. So I'll say like my one thing. It's not like a gripe or anything because again, I've played for maybe a total of 2 hours tops. Is I haven't really seen anything that surprised me quite yet. Most of what I've seen has been stuff that they've extensively shown in the demo that they did at E3 and like the announcement and like the second trailer that they did. So like I haven't really seen any of the new shit. But I'll say everything that I have seen has been like wonderful. Like the 2 hours or hour and a half that I played flew by like way faster than I thought it would. And I just really like it is the most adventure like Mario game. Because like yeah, and it does the thing where it just doesn't throw you out of the level. If you want to just chill and look around, because the thing I didn't like about those games was like, let's say for example, you in trying to get like a really tricky shine sprite or star, you got 100 coins and you got the star for that, and it throws you back out of the level, and then you do that like. At no point kicks you out of the level. Like you just go. And I love that. I just like it has been way long time coming for Mario to do that, and it makes Odyssey that much better. It's a thing that should have been there before, but it being present in this game makes a difference. So yeah, because like it feels more like you can just explore the space and do whatever. And like there are 69 nice moons to collect in the third, like the first main area you get to.
Is there like an in-lore reason that they're not shines anymore?
Yes, the moons power the spaceship that or the airship that you're in. So there might be like shines. And
wait, why don't shines power it?
I don't know. That's a great question. Maybe you go to Delfino Plaza at one point. Man, that'd be fucking crazy if you did. Fuck, I hope that happens. So yeah, like I've been told things like about like, or I've seen things about like how later in the game like things get buck fucking wild. And I'm very excited to see that. And I heard that there's like a post game thing. I don't even know what that means in a Mario game. But suffice to say, I'm very excited. And some of like sometimes you're like, oh, like what's this building? You go in that building and it's like a whole series of challenges to get multiple moons in that one building. And some of those things have surprised me, but they've been very minor in the grand scheme of things. So I'm excited to just see more and more of that game. It's just like, I'll say this. One, the music is incredible. Fully orchestrated, just like there's this one point where like you only hear like trees and then you hit a point and the fucking orchestra comes in and it's fucking bonkers. And the other thing is like there's so much little detail in all the animations for Mario and for everything that is just like whimsy, and it's wonderful. I'm smiling a lot when I'm playing the game because it's just so whimsical and fun. So yeah, it's very good. In the little bit that I've played of it, I'm very much a fan. So but that's really it. I played some more Spelunky. I beat Spelunky again. I had like 67 health and like 58 bombs when I did it. And I was like, man, I should just stop playing this game. But that game's good. But I feel like I'm forgetting a game that I played, but I won't worry too much about it. But that's it. That's it for video games. Assuming no one else. You said like, did you? You said AC in our text chat, Scott. And
Assassin's Creed.
I thought it meant Assassin's Creed. I don't
No,
know.
autocorrect.
Oh, autocorrect.
I thought it meant Assassin's Creed too.
I thought Assassin's Creed. I was like, what the fuck is Scott doing playing an Assassin's Creed game? But I've heard that new one's good. You know,
Yeah.
I'm still probably gonna say I'll play it, but I'm not going to play it. So we made the executive decision to skip news this week. Not that like a lot happened, but I guess we'll roll right into the mail sack.
I mean, there is one small piece of news.
Yeah, what's up?
It's not a very good piece of news.
Yeah.
So it's about microtransactions once again.
Great.
Apparently, Activision put in a patent to the way player interaction happens with people who buy microtransactions. In one way, this could be a very good thing. Like, just hear me out on this one.
Okay.
And the reason, I guess I should explain it fully. It's for if people buy microtransactions, they are more likely to be pit against people who haven't bought them to try and entice people who haven't done so to go ahead and do it.
Mm-hmm.
Or more accurately, since it's almost definitely going to be loot boxes, people who have gotten the items versus people who don't have the items to try and entice them to buy it.
Okay.
We talked about how abysmal those chances were last week, so we won't get into that. But why this is potentially a good thing is if they patent it, they can pressure other people to not do it.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be their quote-unquote way of making money. But you could stay away from Activision games. Yeah?
Which is like Scott's whole thing.
Eh?
The only problem is, like, does that extend out to like Blizzard games as well because they're owned by the same company? So
it would, but you have to also remember for games that work in purely cosmetics, I don't know which games this would apply to that Activision has.
Mm-hmm.
I just know that the patent was put out there
because Activision, not Blizzard. In the grand scheme of things, does not put out that many video games a year because like they're running off that Call of Duty money. So yeah, it wouldn't be too bad.
Right. So like right now we're not seeing it be so bad.
Mm-hmm.
And if they just put that patent out there, get it, and then never use it, thank you. And if they do use it, I just won't play that game.
And Scott wasn't going to play Call of Duty anyway, so.
Since this came out like right as Destiny for PC was launching, Destiny developer did put out a tweet that's like, yeah, we don't use any of this.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I guess like Activision also has that Destiny money.
So that or people will buy into the patent.
Yeah. It's weird to me because now I'm thinking about it, like, so Activision has the publishing partnership with Bungie for Destiny, but like of all of the things Activision publishes, Destiny seems like the one where like the developer has pretty much all control and the publisher doesn't. Because like Call of Duty definitely seems like Activision has like distilled that down to like a Call of Duty farm, but Bungie definitely feels like it's still, or Destiny definitely feels still like a Bungie game. You know, doesn't seem like the publisher's looming over them.
To put it in perspective. Call of Duty feels like a first-party Activision game.
Yes.
Destiny feels like a fifth-party.
Yeah, like there's a lot of lines of separation between Activision and the actual development of Destiny, which is, I guess, a good thing.
All right, we're done with news.
Okay. We got a couple of questions. Remember, you can tweet your questions in at IrrationalPod with the hashtag IPQ, and we will answer them on the show. Now, Trevor. Jesus, I'm sorry, Trevor. Trevor said, how many moons is everyone up to? At IrrationalPod, at Snarky Star.
0.
Everyone's up to 0. I actually don't know how many moons I have, so I'm going to check that right
Alex was delirious, so he has to restart his file.
Yeah.
So he remembers what happened.
Yeah, right? I have...
So he has effectively 0.
3 there. Oh, you remember that place that I said has 69 moons? I have 15 of them, and I spent like an hour there. Or like an hour and a half there.
Watch
3.
them patch in 2 more moons.
Yeah, just to fucking ruin the magic number there. 3, 15, and 8. However many that is. I could say I chose the Wood Kingdom instead of going to the Lake Kingdom. They give you like a choice of like which one do you want to go to first, and then like you can't go up to the other one until later. Apparently, the Lake Kingdom is like the beach fantasy one, and I'm like super pissed that I didn't go there because I want to live out my Mario Beach fantasy. Cameron Abbott asked, "What's everyone's Halloween costume, and why is it nothing? You're a bunch of shut-ins."
My Halloween costume is my Destiny character.
Fair. I was thinking about
that's got to be expensive to make.
Yeah, is like that's a expensive out. I've seen that shit at PAX, man. That can't be cheap. I was thinking about that. I should have asked that during bonus content. That's when I meant to do it, but I forgot. Do any of you have a Halloween costume?
I don't think I have any costume stuff in this house anymore.
Yeah. I've been thinking about it, like, cause I'm not super into Halloween costumes. Cause like, so when you're an adult,
I never was.
I liked it as a kid. You know?
Okay, so like, you know how when you Google like Halloween costumes, and then like there's like the like sexy burrito and like sexy rice ball and like sexy nurse. I'm all of those.
Okay. Sexy.
Those are my if the Halloween costume in question can be bought from a store and has a sexy prefix, I wear those.
Yeah. Well, like when you're a kid, you dress up to go trick or treating, but when you're an adult, you dress up to get drunk at Halloween parties, right? Like, that's the whole thing. I don't know, man. I like dressing up. It's not that I don't. I went to a Halloween party 2 years ago. Okay, that's fair, Scott. I went to a Halloween party 2 years ago, and like me and my friend Chris like threw together an impromptu Doctor Who outfit. That was actually pretty good as far as like being totally out of the blue. Because it was like Ethan said, my roommate was like, you have free reign to go through my closet, throw together a Halloween costume. I'm going to this party, bye. And so Chris and I walk in there like, ooh, this is like Wonderland. Infinite possibilities here. And that's what we
used the wizard hat.
No, we used the fez. I should have used the wizard hat with the beard on it. Your favorite of Ethan's things, I know.
That is a cheese hat.
Oh yeah, the cheese hat's mine actually.
Hold on, would the cheese hat have worked with the outfit?
It might have. The cheese hat's too small for my head is the problem. As many are many.
Has anyone ever told you that you have a medium-sized head?
No, but I'd like to think I do. So yeah, I see other people's outfits and I feel very self-conscious that I'll never be able to throw together anything that nice. Like Tony, you and I have like that one cosplayer friend, and she's like got like next level shit always, and I'm like, man.
Have you seen 2B recently?
I haven't.
You should.
Okay, yeah. Is it like complete now?
Don't know. I should ask.
Yeah, we should.
Okay, so the thing, because I had 4 brothers, and you know, we made about most of our outfits. My favorite one I did not make. It was just gorilla suit.
Nice, a classic.
Yeah.
What about like gorilla suit, and then like next year you just do gorilla suit with a horse head? You know.
Well, I would do gorilla suit with a banana head first.
Okay.
And then I'd try to peel myself.
What about like banana suit with a gorilla head?
Shit. That's actually perfect.
that's probably hilarious. Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck. That's what I should be for Halloween. Banana suit with a gorilla head.
Or a gorilla in a banana suit.
Yeah, there you go.
Fuck.
Yes. The last time I ever went trick-or-treating, I went as one of the punks from Greece, so I could just put some shit in my hair and wear a leather jacket and not have to think about my costume.
That's what for that Halloween party that I went to, my friend Chris went as.
Yeah, dude, it's super easy.
Yeah. And I don't. The thing is, it's like you could do like a cheap buy at a Halloween store costume, one of those like super easy and quick to put together lazy costumes, or like go big or go home, man. And I want to go big and go home. I just don't have the time for that shit. Like my Halloween costume is a new irrationalpassions.com.
Do you want to cosplay at PAX next year, dude?
No.
Wouldn't that be fun?
I mean, like if I was not going as press, it would be very fun. But
yeah, but like, wouldn't it be great to show up to your appointment and you're just like, well, it's you, so you're probably like some anime maid or something.
Yo, I would look fucking hot
with a gorilla head on.
With a gorilla head on. And they're like, sir, could you please take the gorilla mask off? And you said, no, this is part of me.
But you had a voice changer that made your voice sound
anime as fuck.
You just walk around and you're like, oh my wa.
Sugoi. Okay. That's all I got for that question. We're all shut-ins apparently. That's fine. Do you like wearing outfits, Tony?
Yeah, dude. I would cosplay.
Okay.
Nah, I don't really like it.
That's fair. I like it and I don't like it. I don't like it because it's too much work.
Can we reiterate it to why I don't like it?
No. Do you just not like
the costumes that I had to help make generally other people's ideas to then have put on me.
Okay.
So maybe it'd be better if I chose most of the things myself because I did like the gorilla suit. But I mean, like, it's a gorilla suit.
Mm-hmm.
That's just supposed to be goofy and fun.
Yeah, that's fun for the whole family. I did get confirmation through our live chat that the Lake Kingdom in Super Mario Odyssey is not the beach kingdom, so I'm happy now. Whew, dodged a bullet in that one. That's it. That's the show. Short show. We did start recording after 10 p.m. though, so like I'm good with it. A lot of video games came out though. And Assassin's Creed.
We'll have a little more next week. We'll have probably too much next week.
Yeah, and next week is like our week before Extra Life show, and I don't know what we're doing for the podcast for the week of Extra Life also. Because I feel like it's a wasted opportunity not to record when we have all these people in town.
Yeah, but like also what do you record?
Yeah. I figure because I have the new mixer and I have like the 6 mics now, so I can have up to 6 mics, so we can do a little bit of a wider show and have people come in and out, kind of like we did last year. Go for an hour, stop it at an hour, and then
with this amount of people, we could probably just have a.
So here's what we need to do.
Mm-hmm.
You get as many mics as we have people and put us all on the podcast at the same time.
Oh my God.
I mean, what I was going to say is we could make it 2 hours and have everything that isn't, I want to say, either Extra Life or bonus content related that first hour.
Mm-hmm.
And then sit the main people down for a shorter version of the regular show, kind of like what we did today.
Okay. That could be good. Scott's got all these good Extra Life ideas that I've been into.
Well, I mean, I'm just not entirely sure that sitting down for 2 hours at a time pre-Extra Life for the recording is a good idea. But I'm just saying we could do it.
Yeah. It's a good format at least. We'll play it by ear. We'll see what people want to do. All right, that's it. You can be part of the show in a variety of ways. Oh, we do have bets still, which I do have ready, so you can send us a tweet just like those folks did at IrrationalPod, hashtag IPQ. Please tweet at IrrationalPod and use that hashtag. It makes it much easier to find. You can leave us an email, mailsack at irrationalpassions.com, or leave us a voicemail, 404-590-1337. Each of us are on Twitter individually. I am at Alfighter27. Scott is at WhatToChuz. Nabishin, who is here for our bonus content, at Nabishin186, Nabeshin. Tony's at Tony Horvath, and the show's at IrrationalPod. And I want to give a shout out real quick. George Cruz runs that Twitter account for the most part, and he does a very good job. He makes it very goofy, very silly, and very fun to follow. So you should follow it. Rate and review us on iTunes and Stitcher and Google Play. Check out our other shows like Monthly Passions Podcast and Input. Twitch.tv/Irrational Passions. I don't know when you guys, Tony, when you do plan on streaming the raid, but it should.
I don't know. I'll probably stream some stuff, even if it's just like, I don't know, like the Nightfall pre-raid or something. Once the weekly reset happens, just to like test how stuff works.
Okay.
I'm good set up for it.
Yeah, and that should, if not through that channel, it should at least be hosted by that channel. So, and youtube.com/Irrational Passions as well. For like our extra life announcement video. If you like the show, tell your friends about it. Word of mouth is the best way to spread the love. And for everything else, Irrational Passions, check out our brand spanking new website, irrationalpassions.com. Tons of great stuff over on there. But now, it is time for bets.
Bets!
I'm always like waiting for it. It's always it's always a little surprise. This is a fun one. How many this week's bet? We'll do last week's bet in a moment. How many retweets will the first tweet after 12:01 Pacific time from the official Call of Duty Twitter account get? This is on Friday, date of release when Call of Duty comes out, November 3rd. So we are recording Friday, so it won't be as much time as like a normal Saturday recording, but a full day, give it some time. And I didn't have a good tweet to pull up for like an example. This is at twitter.com/Call of Duty, but I'll say the current pin tweet from October 15th has 13,000 retweets.
That's a lot of retweets.
Yeah, for about 15 days, that's a lot of retweets. So I just want to like kind of set that. And so you guys have something to work off of. And when you're ready, you can send in those.
What if I just like told you my number?
I mean, you could do that.
Because I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm killing a walker right now.
Why you gotta do me like that?
I mean, geez. I'll be honest with you. I played a little bit of Destiny, but what happened here was...
Well, we're all being honest.
Fuck.
What happened here was I joined a fire team, and they proceeded to leave me at the starting area of the strikes while they did all the shit.
Listen, dude, they popped fire team medallions. What was I supposed to do?
I mean, like, you could have just listened to the podcast while we're on it instead of playing Destiny.
Well, I would argue that I've been a very productive member of this podcast.
You have. I'll give you that. What you got, Tony? What's your bet?
I'll say 10,000.
10,000.
10,000.
Okay. I said 1.3 thousand, so 1,300. Scott said 2,220, and Tony said 10,000. That's a good spread.
It's a pretty big spread.
So if it's, I guess...
Can I bet for Nobishin too?
No.
You bet 0.
At best, this is what you get for the Nobishin bet. Hold on.
Watch it end up being like 6. Like gonna be like their first like official tweet when Call of Duty launches. It's just like video games, guys, and it's like no one retweeted it because it was a dumb tweet.
All right, it's random number between 0 and 10,000 because, yeah, okay. His bet is 115.
All
right, I'll throw it in there. Bets are all bullshit anyway, so why not? Last week's bet. This was a good one. This was a good bet. What will the average overall score on OpenCritic of Wolfenstein 2, Mario Odyssey, and Assassin's Creed Origins will be? I had said 83, so I thought there might be like one bad one in there. Scott said 95, Tony said 80, Nobishin said 90. And I did check this yesterday. Curious. So for reference, the average, this is much higher than I thought they would be, I'll say. The average on OpenCritic for all 3 games, Mario Odyssey is at 98, which is absurd. I think that is actually higher than Zelda was earlier this year. Yeah, Zelda is now to 96, so Mario is currently at a 98. Assassin's Creed is at 83, and Wolfenstein 2 is at 88. So Mario Odyssey, obviously picking up the slack a little bit.
So Nabashin.
What did you say that last one was?
Wolfenstein 2 is at 88. So the average is 89.6. It was exactly 90 yesterday, so I was like, fuck, Nabashin's got this. Otherwise, yes, Nabashin did get it. Which brings Team BBC's...
Why couldn't you have been better?
Yeah, why couldn't you have been better or worse? Either way, so that Scott and I could win. That brings Team BBC's score up to 41 points.
Hey.
And Team Flot rocking hard at 35. Woo! But Nabashin is not here to win Danny Juarez's love or respect or have the final word. Though I don't think Nabashin would have reiterated or disagreed with anything here on the show. I think what Nabashin would want us to say is enjoy your video games.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like in the spirit of Nabashin.
That or go to bed.
That or go to bed, please God. It's 11:57 in the evening.
Fair.
Fair time, That is the show. Thank you all so much for watching or listening or doing whatever. Apologies that this was a shorter show. I know we try and fill up your week with tons of fun and, way too much podcast to listen to. But regardless, thank you all so much. I love you all very much. Thank you to Danny Wiesner for our opening music of Two Player Co-op and our closing music of The World is Saved. Thank you, Scott and Tony, for joining me tonight. Love you guys. Winky face. There it is.
Oh, now you're in on it? It's so fucking gross, Tony.
I'm very excited for the next time we do a show in person together, Tony, because I'm going to fucking hit you with that winky face very hard.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, everyone, so much for listening. I've been your host, Alex O'Neill. Play your games. Stay rational. We'll talk to you all next week.
Feel betrayed.
So, the title for this week's show is Scott's Good Ideas.
It's Scott and Them Good Ideas is what I wrote here. I tried to fill in. You're not going to read all the titles?
There's two.
Well, there's three written here, but one is the Nabashin thing that we can't say.
Yeah, there's two.
I liked Chuck Norris jokes in 2017. I thought that was a little funny.
What about Bring Back Baron's Chat?
Yo, Bring Back Baron's Chat is also accurate. I like Scott and Them Good Ideas. That's good with me. Tony, do you want to say the title?
I'll say the number.
Okay.
But I refuse to say the title.
Okay, I can say the title. It'd be weird if we made Scott say it. That's my general feeling. And I'm sorry, Scott. I don't mean to exclude you.
It would be, and that's why I think we should do it.
Do you want to do it? All right, fine. Whenever you guys are ready, then.
You are listening to the Irrational Passions Podcast, Season 2, Episode 1.
You see, I wasn't ready. Because to be honest with you, I don't have the doc open yet. And
it's Scott and Them Good Ideas. I can paste that in the chat so you don't have to go searching for the doc.
All right. Scott and Them Good Ideas. I mean, like, they're good, right?
Do you want me to just fucking Frankenstein that together?
Yeah.
They're wonderful, Scott. All right, I'll do it. I like that, Tony. That's cute.
Uh-huh.
All right, you guys can stop recording now.
As soon as this Prime Ether servitor dies, I got you.
Oh my God. Thank you everyone for watching. Have a good night. Sorry for the late show, but we love you.